Little Scythe Pie in the Sky adds a new mechanism, new abilities and bits, and 2 new animal kingdoms. Stonemaier Games provided this in exchange for an honest review. I'll link to my Little Scythe review at the end of this one if you're not sure how gameplay works. Today, I'm focusing on the new stuff. The Fox and Owl Kingdoms join the fun, and you get 4 new power-up tiles and 2 new quests. The biggest gameplay change is the Airship Kai. Cover the original Seek action with the new overlay card, and place the new airship mat next to your original mat. The Auto Mountie also gains an airship mat, a double-sided one. The cargo hold stores apples and gems gained from air support. These may be used even if the airship isn't in the same space as your seekers. This expansion also adds variable powers for the kingdoms. 5 abilities use gadget tokens that are placed and moved around the map. The other 4 don't require gadget tokens. When you take the Seek action, roll the new airship die. After placing the apples, gems, and quest tokens, you may move the airship. Because the airship is flying, it doesn't stop when entering a space with a seeker. It cannot teleport, have pie fights, or enter Castle Everfree. Depending on your role, the airship moves up to 6 spaces, or up to the number of trophies still on your mat. For example, 2 trophies on your mat means move up to 2 spaces. After moving the airship, you may either place 1 apple or gem from that space in your cargo hold, or perform your kingdom's unique ability as explained on the airship mat. You now need 5 trophies to win. Once a player claims their 5th trophy, the endgame is triggered. Use the airship to gather extra resources, and use your airship ability to help you become Pum's ruler. That's My Little Scythe Pie in the Sky. My Little Scythe Pie in the Sky barely increases the playing area's size, but you'll still need at least a dining table to fit this game. We managed to get the base game down to a half hour. Add 10 minutes for the expansion, add 20 minutes for the expansion and bot. As always, this includes setup and takedown. While some experienced 6-year-olds may be fine with just the airship, kids under 7 probably won't understand the unique abilities. In our second game with My Little Scythe Pie in the Sky expansion, we played with the bot. Things got a bit out of control. Early on, I pounced on the bot to take a handful of gems and apples. There were pie fights left and right. The airship was sailing around and scooping up resources we wanted to get on our turns, and even some nasty quests. One of Dad's power-ups allowed him to spend 3 of my apples to make a pie right from under my nose. I couldn't believe it. A couple of turns later, he gained his last trophy. I tried making friends through the Seek action, but my roll was unlucky. At least I beat Mom. I like the player abilities introduced in My Little Scythe Pie in the Sky. I actually want to try the kingdoms instead of playing as whatever I grab. My personal favorite is Kingdom of the Wolves. You get to place a personal portal that only you can use. Nice. The multiple ways of moving the airship is pretty clever. While you have a chance at rolling a 6, players close to triggering the end can't move the airship as far as those behind. It's a catch-up mechanism without being a bash the leader type. Also, it's not a huge punishment for you because the map is usually pretty full late in the game. The airship stand is very delicate. I worry that clumsy hands will snap it. I know I keep calling it the bot, but the Auto Mountie is pretty cool in that it has a double-sided player mat. I like the trophy dropper side as it adds a bit of a push your luck movement puzzle based on how the bot moves. The EMP device side blocks air support actions and can even temporarily disable portals. It's almost too mean. Like in the base game, the bot can be used at other play accounts, meaning 3-person families like mine can always enjoy a fuller board. My Little Scythe Pie in the Sky doesn't add a huge amount, but the unique powers give more of a reason to play certain characters aside from liking the color and or mini. The airship asks players to make trickier decisions, adding depth for experienced gamers that the base game was missing. On the other hand, the additions could be too much for some young gamers. Hopefully this video helps you decide if you should pick up this expansion.